Welcome to hell. I'm the High Mage. We're going to be doing a tier 41 today, and I want to showcase, I don't know if it's a new build, but it's what I threw together. Stat-wise, let's take a peek at that real quick. Just highlight that. We're doing 362 to stunned, 180 to vulnerable. Overpower is just kind of irrelevant. That comes with the stats. We've got a 35 crit chance. We're running Lucky Hit on the amulet. Meteorites, Shattered Stars, I believe is the aspect. We're running Vulnerable Damage, Multiplier. We're running Critical Strike Chance against Injured, but mainly we're running it for the 40% times increased crowd control. We got damage to Immobilize, Stunned, or Frozen. More crowd control. This is just a simple adder. Frost Nova Charge, Fist of Fate. It's kind of fun. You'll see. Raiment and Defiance or Disobedience. The armor stacks up to 145% times armor. We'll pop over here. Just minor changes to the skill tree. Still running Arc Lash with the Glinting Arc Lash. Still running the Flame Shield with points from the boots. Same with the Teleport. Mystical Teleport. Shimmering Flame Shield. 7 ranks of Glass Cannon. 1 from the chest. 3 from my amulet. Elemental Attunement for critical strikes. Have a 15% chance to reset cooldowns. Ice Nova down to Frost Nova down to Mystical Frost Nova. Precision Magic for more lucky hit chance. 1 Align the Elements for 3 protection. Conjuration Mastery still works with unstable currents pretty good. Now we're running 2 ranks of Meteor with the enhanced Meteor chance to drop more on this one location, and then Immobilize it for 355, which pairs very well with Devouring Blaze. We got the Ball Lightning with Wizard's Ball Lightning. Static Discharge. Coursing Currents, Electrocution, 3 ranks of those, and Unstable Currents all the way. And then we've swapped over to Isu's Ferocity. Fire critical strike damage is increased by 25% times against enemies above 50% life. Fire critical strike chance is increased by 5% against enemies below 50% life. Getting a kill, any kill, not burning, grants these bonuses for 3 seconds. Take a look over here at enhancements. Teleport still running that with the 4 evade boots. And then the chance for meteors to fall on everything. It sometimes the screen fucking lights up. On to Paragon. We're running Glyph Socket 1 is reinforced. You can just copy the board, screenshot, or whatever. Socket 2 is close enemy damage, and the bonus is 10% reduction against close. We picked up Burning Instinct. Over here, this is the Frigid Fate board. We're running Tactician for a bonus to, bonus to rare nodes. And then down here, we changed from the Ceaseless Conduit to Static Surge. Stunning close enemies restores 10 mana. We got 5 stuns to pop, pretty much. And then Arc Lash always stuns every 10th hit. Over here, we're running Unleash. You can see we're getting flat out 32% from that, so you can kind of start to see why I have so much stun damage. That's pretty much it for the Paragon board. Let's get into it. I just slotted that lucky hit chance, so we're going to see what that does. Ultimately, there's like a legendary aspect that affects that key passive I took, and I'm looking for that to slot onto the amulet. Maybe the damage numbers probably seem underwhelming, but you'll see that the enemies are getting fucking erased. I might even be getting erased. Yeah, that 8% chance on that shit. I think the barrier lucky hit chance is greatly affecting that. Like, this is a little bit of enemies. Whenever you've got like 20 or 30 enemies on screen, that's when you'll start to see it fucking rain meteors. But against solo enemies, it doesn't usually just happen like that too much. Alright, here we go. One of the boss enemies. Erased. I mean, this is, they're 95, so they're only 4 levels above me, but I'm just trying to flatten out the Paragon board and kind of get all my aspects before I push into 50. I was managing to, I think I put out part of a 51 clear. No audio, just, I was in the dungeon, so I started fucking going. Yeah, again, we don't really like single target damage too much. Also, these Fists of Fate have a bunch of lucky hit procs on them too, like a chance to restore resource, health, stun, and immobilize themselves, which also plays into that Devouring Blaze. I'm trying to find an amulet where maybe I minus the damage bonus from Glass Cannon, because that does make you a lot more squishy, which we're probably going to want to get rid of that to push 70 plus nightmares anyways. Oh, what's the aspect I want for that instead? Devouring Blaze ranks. I think we can get up to 3 or 4 of those on a piece of, like on an item. Maybe 3 at the minimum. And that just increases the burning crit to 60. And you'll be pushing 150 for immobilized, which, yeah, the firebolt to keep everything burning, but since I'm already so high leveled, I can just spec into all these, like even the Paragon boards, it's not super necessary. Like for damage, yes, but to get the core build going with the fire, you could easily take, what is it? You could easily take that static charge for the stunning, because look, we just always stun. Like I'm saving this for, I'm not saving it for more enemies, it just is slow, and I don't really need it yet, because I'm not getting swarmed too much. So I'm doing like minimal of the burning, or the meteors. This is more of an RNG build, because we are using the Fist of Fate, which I don't know if everyone understands when they're reading it, but it's between 1 and 250 of normal damage, 1%. So that means you can like roll lower damage than you would normally whenever you're using it. Which is why you'll be seeing like these white numbers, which is just like a basic hit. You'll be seeing that like 40 or 50k sometimes. Fucking free fireballs. Okay. Looking for the key. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes the fireballs just keep falling. I'm hoping I run into the Butcher, because this is an Avenger or an Rage or whatever aspect. So there's a decent chance if I run into the Butcher, he's going to be fucking ginormous. Oh yeah, I haven't even popped Unstable Currents once. It still cools down pretty much since you're stunning so much. We have those 5 stuns to lean on. We're just not getting that crackling energy cooldown bonus, but I really feel like the fire and the meteor makes up for that so much. Like, yeah, the burning damage, crit damage is good, but why not? Like, once you get in the later levels, your resource management becomes easier. Like, even on top of that 10 mana from the Static Discharge, or Static Surge, we'll do a close-up on this glyph. After spending 50 mana, 6.7 times damage, 6.7%, and then 6.7% increased mana regen for 3 seconds. Which that's like 2 casts of meteor. Obviously, it doesn't count when you're. Where am I? Did I go? Fucking came the wrong way. Yeah, it doesn't count for the free ones, but you know, fucking. Fucking fills up. It doesn't slow down until about 3/4, which I would say is fairly good. Should get a fairly decent showcase. This is a slay all enemies dungeon. Looks like we'll be capping it off after we kill the rest of them at once. Yeah, once the unstable currents goes off, it'll start dropping the lightning bolts, like if there's some kind of secret extra lucky hit whenever you're using this. Fucking dickhead. It takes a minute sometimes. The gloves just want to fuck you. It's RNG. Might as well call this like the Chaos Sorc. If you happen to be watching through that to this point, go ahead and leave me a like and subscribe. No, it's probably not helping that fucking... I keep killing like solo enemies in front of other enemies, and it's making them all hit me super hard. Since we get a bunch of elites, we have a lot of elite damage too. I think I have at least 50% extra damage to elites, which really starts to add up. Hoping I might get lucky and see some like ginormous numbers, but I'm just the cooldown order, getting everything perfect takes a bit of time. Like just adjusting, not necessarily time. Just once you know a good order, you'll start fucking getting it. Well, and then I guess the lucky hit comes in, and what kind of damage you roll with the Fist of Fate. Mine maxes out at 250, so. If I had found a better one, there's definitely room for more damage from it. Should you have like a better Fist of Fate roll. Man, I could not fucking kill this dickhead. There we go. Vulnerable's a fucking key part of it. I'm even willing to give up more stats and run the fucking Reinhardt pants as well. Honestly, these gloves just make the immobile, like, you just randomly pop that if you're running the critical hit chance. I'm going backwards again. But really, I could just switch out back to like normal gloves, and I could switch to those Frost Nova pants to offset the stat loss from uniques, and we could probably be fine with a different type of build, like without the Fist of Fate. Obviously it's gonna have a set cap number, but you can see I'm fucking regularly hitting like 100Ks, which is what everyone likes to see. Nobody wants to be in a fucking high tier dungeon hitting like 10K. I'm hitting a lot of little numbers here, but that's just the RNG factor from the Fist of Fate. You could sub that out. You could trade out the Frost Nova, and you could pick up like Crackling Energy and the Ceaseless Conduit, attack speed on gloves, because you're gonna want that fucking what is it, the Isu's Veracity aspect or whatever it is. To basically what that does is it makes your attack speed go up from like, I think the base is like 20 to 65 or 35 to 65%, but obviously you put it on a fucking amulet, it's gonna be a lot better, you know, fucking 50% more, so it should be like 85% attack speed. I know there's like a cap on the attack speed, but you know, if we're hitting the cap, we know we're squeezing out everything that's there, because this is Arc Lash. This is still melee mage, so to speak. You can see right there, got a fucking horde of elites. Fuck them. Stupid fucking flies. Should be an elite drop right now. Swarm Master. I guess that's a little anticlimactic. No real boss, but we get what we get. Again, we're calling this one the Chaos Mage.